Hi guys to everyone. I'm Ada from Poison Rock, and today I have really big pleasure to have with us again, and I'd like to say again, Miljenko Matijevic. I mean, it's from Steelheart, but it's you, Miljenko. How are you? First of all, the main question.
I am definitely getting better. I'm feeling much better than. For all of you who don't know, I just went through a little bit of a scare of a really serious situation. Um, Honestly, to be really honest, I didn't know if I was going to make it, but the gods kept me alive, so I'm here and I'm ready to rock again and make more music and sing my ass off and give love to you as you give love to me.
Right.
So thank you. First of all, I just want to thank everyone for sending so many beautiful messages and letters and cards to me. That all helped me so much, also mentally. It really made me feel loved, and that is,
Yeah.
what life is. It's about love, right?
Your
You
music,
know.
your music saved us in a lot of situations in our life, and I speak as well for myself. Your music is a gift, and if you're still here,
Thank you.
and we are still here, it's because you have still music to give us. We need still your music. I mean,
Yeah.
we really need that, and I'm still shaking because I'm like happy to see you here. Really, honestly. If you, last year we had an interview for people that didn't know that we spoke about Trust in Love that was about to be released, this amazing version of these songs in different languages. So first I wanted to a little bit catch up. I mean,
Mhm.
how did it go of these releases of in general the Trust in Love, how people reacted?
Well, everyone really loved the song. It was beautifully received from all the languages. We still have 5 languages to release.
Yeah,
Um,
really, which one, if I may ask?
yeah, we still have Italian. We have Croatian. We have what is it? Russian, and we have what is the one I'm missing? I'm missing a very important one. uh, uh,
Something.
yeah, yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
there's a language left. I mean, but that's still, I mean, a lot of, I mean, trust and love is for everyone. I mean, no, we can understand if it's not even in English. I mean, there's one for each languages.
Right. And also we did an EDM version as well. We haven't released yet. So there's a,
Oh,
a whole EDM thing going on with Steelheart. Yeah.
yeah,
So there's a lot of,
that's
yeah.
beautiful. And if I remember as well, there was a movie that was working on in with Trust and Love. So I was
Trust and love.
yeah.
Yes. So movie was, so really quickly, I'll give you a story is that when the director, I met up with the director and he asked me if I had some songs, if we're listening to songs. So when I came to the meeting, I came with a bunch of songs. And he was like, "Oh my God, I love this one. I love this one. I love this one. I love this one." And then I finished it off with Trust and Love. It's like, well, here's what I think really fits for this movie.
Mm.
And when he heard that, he goes, "Hey, you prick! You saved the best for last, didn't you?" So as soon as he heard the song, he's like, "Okay, we have to have this song for the movie." But not only that, when he after listening to it a couple of times, he goes turns over to the producers and go, "Why don't we just call the movie Trust and Love?" I mean, it's like it's perfect, and that's what we did. So they called the movie Trust and Love, and the song. There's 5 Steelheart songs in there in the movie,
Really?
and it's yeah, it'll be released right now. The industry here is going through a really massive strike with the writers and
Yeah, I
everything.
heard
So
a protest.
yeah, so
Yeah,
yeah, it's really intense. Which you know what, God bless them because you know what they
that
need to
is
make.
yeah, of
You know,
course.
it's like us artists. They take all our money. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So it's like ay ay ay. But so it will be released. It will definitely be released soon. But
it's
it's
already
finished. It's finished.
produced. It's finished. That's amazing.
Finished. It's
Uh,
finished. Yeah.
it's allowed to know which other song of Still Art will be in that movie, or you can't say it.
Say this again.
It's allowed to us to know which songs of Still Art will be
Oh yeah,
in
no, of course. We have. Let me see if I can remember. There's parts from LOL, from the
okay.
that's from the Good to Be Alive album. There is. There's. I believe. Uh, Live to Die is on there. Take a Little Time is on there. Of course, Trust and Love.
Yeah, of course.
What am I missing? There's 5 songs. I'm sorry, I can't remember
Okay,
all of them right
okay.
now.
But I mean,
But there's five.
it's
Yeah,
it kind of reminds a little bit when you did back a lot of time years ago, Rockstar. It's kind of, I
yeah.
mean, you have a close relationship with the movies, so with the cinema, with the industry. Have you ever thought about just taking the career of actor as well? Who knows?
Say this again. To,
Have you ever
if I,
thought about taking the career of acting?
yeah, I'd love to. I would love for it to take off. I mean, I haven't had as many opportunities, but absolutely. I mean, I feel that's a part of my life anyway,
Yeah,
and it's fun. I mean, it's fun. It's easy. It's not much work.
yeah,
You come in, you do a couple lines, and you go over and have a sandwich. You know what I mean? You wait till they set up again.
yeah. I mean,
You
because
know?
when back when was released Rockstar, I think that is one of those movies that really change like a teenager when they see those movies, and basically all the vocals is back to you. And I thought it was this that like the career of the biography of Steelheart when I was a kid. So
Yeah,
in my
yeah.
mind there was everything like, well, this is their own story. Then I realized there was a little bit in general, but that is an important movie that still today is affecting, I mean, our growth. But of course, coming back a little bit, speaking about still art, it was last year, a couple of years ago, a huge 30th anniversary, and it's been
Right.
released an amazing vinyl. So this anniversary, I mean, how does it feel? 30
Well,
years
it's,
still art. Now it's
I mean,
31, 32 again. But how does it feel
well,
anyway?
well, it's a gift. I mean, it's it's exciting. It's like to be able to do what I do. To make music and to perform around the world, and to sustain that living for 30 years. It's a gift.
Yeah.
And it's just beyond a gift. And that's why when I went to produce this record, it was really important that I give it some serious love and attention because it's my life. So with that, I rewrote "She's Gone"
Yeah.
with just a piano, vocals, and a 40-piece orchestra. We did "Mama Don't You Cry" with a 40-piece orchestra. "Trust and Love's" a 40-piece orchestra. We re-recorded "Everybody Loves Eileen" with a lot more fire and
Yeah,
balls.
that
Also,
was
"We All
released
Die Young."
with our an animated music video as well.
Oh, okay. Yes, yes, we did an animated
Yeah.
lyric video for that. We did videos for all these songs, and now the new one that's coming out is "I'll
Yeah.
Never Let You Go," Angel Eyes.
And it's
So
important. It's on 18th of
it's
the,
on the 18th, and it's really exciting.
with
And
a special
by the
guest.
way, all these songs are on the 30th anniversary album. And what's really exciting is that I re-recorded the song as a duet, well,
Yeah.
acoustic, and I went through different artists to find the artist, and I already knew in my mind who I wanted to do it, who I believe should have done it. But I still, did some
Which
research and stuff, and I talked to different,
actually,
artists and
yeah.
different singers, and then I'm like, nah, it's going to be exactly what I said the first time. And quick story, I was on the airplane going back from a show, going uh, back to LA, and and I texted my daughter, and I asked her, hey, would you be, by the way, I already bought her the ticket on the flight. I bought it while I was in the air and bought the ticket. And I said, hey, would you give me the honor to sing with me on Angel Eyes as a duet? She was like, don't shit me now. Are you kidding me or are you serious? Don't pull no fast one. I go, no, I'm very serious. Would you do it? She goes, of course I would do it. Absolutely. When do you want to do it? I said, this week. She goes, this week? Oh, I don't know. Maybe, yeah, I think so. When do you want me to come? I go, tomorrow. She goes, well, I guess so. Boom, I sent her the ticket, right away.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so she came in literally the next day in the afternoon, and we finished it that week. And she did a beautiful job. What a gift. Again, another thing to be able to do, to share with my daughter, something so beautiful, one of our biggest hits. And I rewrote it in a way that it's not just only for a relationship, but it's for a love for one, where I'll never let you go. You know, whether it's a father and son, a father and daughter, or a mother and son, or couples, or an elderly person passing. You know, whatever it is, I'll never let you go. And
That's huge.
I don't know. I hope everyone likes it. I mean,
I
all
mean,
we can do
I
is do our
think
best.
I mean that doing this duet with your daughter is something. I mean, it should be something really beautiful, not only exciting but beautiful, sharing with the father and daughter the same gift. And I
Yeah.
mean, since and she is as well in the music career. I mean, she's as well a singer, or she just take this chance to do this with you.
No, she is actually an artist,
Oh, that's
painter, drawer. She's phenomenal. She's an artist, but she's also a singer. She's always been singing, and never did a major record. But I always pushed her. It's like, hey, you know, you can do this, and you are doing this. So when I got her in the studio, it was like, you know, when we finished it and she heard it, she was like, holy shit, this is like really good.
so maybe you
So
know be in future some other
absolutely.
duets.
Absolutely. I mean, you know, who knows what life brings? The beauty, look, this is life. This is it. And you know what I just went through just recently. Is here I think I'm preaching the same thing again. It's like, fuck, anything can happen at any moment. Anything can change in a
Yeah.
second. You know, so you know, doing this song made me feel like, you know what, this is really important. And it was, how can I say? I don't know. I just hope all of you guys like it.
Yeah.
I hope it
So
touches the hearts.
I mean, it was already one of the most beautiful songs that it was in your repertoire, but as well, I mean, doing with your daughter is something really meaningful for you, and as well, I think for everyone, especially because I guess I have a father, and every man listen, they have a daughter, or mom, they have a daughter. It's kind of a connection, you know, because I think we will feel more closer to that song as well. Is
Right.
like, for
It's
example,
magical.
when my mom listens to "Mama, Don't You Cry," my mom, because I always say, "Mama, this is for you, this is for you." She feel that song now. Sometimes she play that song as well. I said, "Mama, your mom is listening Steelheart now."
Well, listen to, I mean, I don't know if you have the album, it's the 30th album, but the one on the new version on the album is a 40-piece orchestra. It's gorgeous.
Yeah,
And
it's
it's,
beautiful. They did a
so,
beautiful things with the golden tickets.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, that was
So,
beautiful.
yeah, we make a little fun for people. You
Yeah,
know, it's like this, guys. I just want to be honest with you. It's not like, it's the way the music business has changed. It's not like we make a lot of money anymore. You know, it's really like, ay, 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 you know, and it's like, and the amount of energy, time, and money we do put into this is insane, you know. And I don't know personally how to make a record that just okay, it's good enough. That's not who I am, you know. So I go crazy. I hear 40-piece orchestra, you know what I mean? It's like I do stuff like that. But the little things like, you know, golden ticket and you win a prize. It's like it's just a little something, you know what I mean? Something special
oh,
for
yeah.
people, you
That
know.
you have fun, you know, it's a little bit of funny competition, just
Yeah,
enjoy more. And when they got the golden ticket, they are more, you know, that's things when you're a fan, that's you can ask more. But of course, in June, you released there was the release of the video "In Love," which it was beautiful. That song is really touching, really touching. I think I know a lot all of your songs really, and I listen them live, recorded. But "In Love," at the tone of it, the sound of your voice is really deep. Something is changed as well, I guess. Of course, in 30 years it's changed, but it's something so deep that I felt it like, and I still feeling the sensation of that song because I can relate it to all the people that I loved. But the video clip is beautiful. I mean,
thank you.
I know where it's recorded, but let's explain that to the people because it's in Croatia, but it's beautiful settings.
Yeah, it's in Pula. It was in Zagreb. I was born in Zagreb, Croatia.
Yeah.
So the first part of the video was in Zagreb, in the square and all of that. And then we went to Pula, which is a beautiful city in Istra. and it is a coliseum, a Roman coliseum that is the most intact in the world. And
Oh, this,
my country, which was so wonderful and beautiful, we worked together, and they just, they opened their hearts to me, and I had the whole coliseum for 3 hours with no tourists.
no.
So we closed off the whole coliseum just for me,
You.
and I wanted to sing a song in love, being in love with someone so deeply, but in a setting that was so, how would I say, so crazy insane of, you know, killings and lions, and I just wanted to, I don't know, just wanted to show love in that scene. It was just, it's really heavy. I mean, it was
Yeah.
very intense,
Yeah, in fact,
and
I can see that. Yeah.
yeah. So
You have this
anyway,
ability that you can pass your emotion through your music. Really, I really I saw most of your life on YouTube, and every part, and I couldn't see even MTV back then. And I remember when there was a moment of having fun, some live with Sheila, the song that you can perceive that you were having fun. When it was more like calm and like deeper with I'll Never Let You Go, or She's Gonna, you can feel it that too. So keep on doing these things, because that's what I mean.
yeah,
It's you. But of course, I mean, you re-recorded all these songs, and then, but of course, but speaking of that song that you re-recorded, but how does it feel to re-record song that you, of course, recorded the first time a lot of years ago? How does it feel?
yeah. It's interesting because usually when you make a record and you record a song,
Yeah.
all that the gods and the spirits and everything is there with you, and you create this magical piece of work.
Yeah.
And now to recreate that is very difficult. It's not the same. Now you're just re-recording it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But to really capture the energy and the emotion and everything that was in the past, but still bring it to today is challenging, And we did that only with Everybody Loves Eileen, and everything else I did it with. I felt like, well, I don't want to re-record it exactly. Let me rewrite it.
Right.
So, and that's even more challenging. You know what I mean?
Of course.
But I felt Everybody Loves Eileen was okay to do. It's a little different. It's harder. It's some different, more parts to it. But She's Gone is completely different. It is a whole different song. But I did it differently. I just heard it differently. I felt if I'm going to sit there and start screaming again and all, which is like, well, we already did that. You know what I mean? So let me redo it a little different way and got more creative with it. And I think it came out beautiful. It's one of my favorites. So
It's one of your favorites, re-recording. But if we would like say maybe even of the more unknown song of Steelheart, which one maybe one of your favorite to sing as well, or maybe that you cherish more, like of all your career, of all the songs that Steelheart maybe one of the more unknown, because of course there are lots that we know.
Of the unknown, I mean, there's so many. A song. It's known, but it's not very, very popular. Maybe not yet, but it's what's it called? Oh man, my brains are stopping. Sorry, 1 second. With Love We Live Again.
With Love We Live Again.
On Through Worlds of Stardust. That and Lips of Rain. But with Love We Live Again, it's just the acoustic guitar. And again, it has another, like, that was like a 30-piece orchestra as well that we recorded in Sweden, in Stockholm. And it is it is a beautiful song. Have a listen to that song and listen to the words. You know what I'm saying? I wrote it from a beautiful life.
It's beautiful. I got chills. I need to think about that. I'm gonna go to listen soon as.
Yeah, it's definitely check it out.
But of course, I mean, about after all these releases, after this upcoming release, there will be in the future some new releases of course, of song rearranged, of maybe new song as well.
Sure. Why don't you right now? You can listen to. Um, I also do different stuff. I love the EDM world too. You know,
Mhm.
so if you search for "We All Die Young," Box Eternal, we did
Okay.
EDM version.
Oh my God,
So it's sexy. Oh man, it's sexy.
that's
And
for all the fans
yeah,
of Rockstar and Steelheart. Got to check out this version.
oh yeah. And then on August 30th,
Okay.
we're releasing another song as well, EDM, which is "Love Me Two Times." So I don't know for you guys who don't know, I was I was singer for the Doors for a while, and so I re-recorded "Love Me Two Times," but it's all EDM that's coming out. I mean,
That's, I mean, beautiful.
Steelheart is wide open. I love
Yeah,
music. I love all of this thing. So
yeah, of
I hope
course.
you guys like it too.
I mean,
So
why we wouldn't like it? I mean, we're still here. Like I'm still here, and
yeah,
all your fans, which are in giant. We are like a huge family. Like you said, the Slart Nation. We are still here, and I think why
yeah.
we wouldn't love it. But of course, I mean, just about memories. I wanted to ask you about if you have some memories of the period, like back before, maybe in the 80s and the 90s with still art, and some maybe more newer. So it's kind of double question. One, like older memories, and now, and another one with more recent memories about the still art. So the old times,
Uh,
today's time.
well, the first thing that comes to my mind, it's not very, you know, look, we had so many beautiful, amazing times with the boys, the original Steelheart. And we touched the hearts of millions and traveled the world. And, there's two. One would be NHK Hall in Tokyo, which was my first concert, like the first real concert with the band after rehearsing for a gazillion years. And then all of a sudden, overnight, we made it. It's like, you know, you people say, you make it overnight, but meanwhile you rehearse and work for the last 20 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That would be the first one. That was fantastic. I remember doing the show, and we sang. I mean, we did the show, and I sang my ass off. Actually, it's on the Steelheart DVD, one of the original
Yeah.
old DVDs, and I'll never forget it. We finished the song, the concert, and I could not even go downstairs to my dressing room because I had such a headache. It was so much intense energy from all the years and everything. And here I am in this beautiful, huge concert hall, sold out. I had to sit down. I literally sat down with an oxygen mask and sat there and watched them take apart the whole stage. And then I was like, all right, I'm okay now. Now let me go downstairs. It was that would be one, I would say, beautiful old memory. You know, um, the recent. Let me see. Recent. There's so many recent ones as well. I mean, I would say the last performance we did in Korea was um,
Yeah.
was fantastic. It was a really big festival, and we headlined the festival, and it was you know nothing but fun, laughs, beauty, and singing, and having
That's
fun.
amazing.
So, and I got a great bunch of guys, the new guys that are in the band. They're all just good gentlemen. We get along great. We meet each other, we give each other's hugs. We have a
Yeah.
beer after the show, or even a meal after the show, and it's really easy and
Yeah.
nice.
Of course,
So
the times are different as well. So,
yeah, yeah, they're different, but it's hey, it's still the energy of what Steelheart is.
yeah, that's what I'm seeing because for all the frontmen and that I met or that I saw, you're the only one that is still. I mean, having like I say all the times, and people please don't be mad at me because I love every bands that I love, but your voice is always perfect. Your personality, yourself is your true to yourself always. That's what
That's
I
right.
and that's in fact what I wanted to ask you. In your opinion, Miljenko, what a musician, like which characteristic a musician should have, like in your opinion? Because of course you're in the business, and not only for a long
Fire,
time.
fire, fire. You have to have you. It's like this. The one thing I will say to all artists is that you have to be true to yourself, but you have to be honest with yourself, and that honesty means you have to be really look carefully. Are you a chosen one? And meaning everybody's chosen in some way or form to do whatever they're meant to do in this lifetime,
Yeah,
right? Whether you're a plumber, whether you're an accountant, whether whatever, if you're a singer or an artist, is that who you are? Because
to pursue.
the artists, they all know what I'm talking about. You come to a point where you have a conversation with yourself or God or the spirits or whatever you believe in, and the choice is yours. It's like, okay, here you have a gift. Now it's your choice. You accept. And once you accept,
Yeah.
that's it. You made a deal and you have to stick to that deal. But then also you have to be honest that you are this person. You have been given this gift and you have to feel that fire inside of you. It's gotta be fucking hot, because if it's not who you are. I promise you, it is not the road for you, because this road takes a lot of courage, a lot of focus, a lot of persistence. I mean, you have to be so on point with what you do all the time and true to what you do, and be ready to get your ass kicked, be ready to sleep on the floors, be ready to make money, be ready to lose money, because this is a serious roller coaster. But if you love it and that's who you are, then do it. Don't bullshit, and don't look back.
Yeah, I think that applies for all type of career as well, like especially in the artistic field, because it's. I think that anyone can feel that what you said. It's applicable for everyone. But of course, before, just I want to ask you, we already said that the 18th will be. I'll never
Angela.
and I'll never let you go from me. I know that way. And July.
No, it's okay. You know what I did? So it's I'll Never Let You Go. It's the original. It was I'll Never Let You Go, Angelize. So I switched it to Angelize, I'll Never Let You Go, because this is the duet.
Yeah, that's beautiful. I'm really looking forward to hear that your daughter's voice. Which, I imagine that
It's great.
stunning.
I
as
promise
well.
you. I promise you, she killed it.
Yeah, she will be the next one that I go interview.
Absolutely. You should. She's absolutely a beautiful person too.
Of course, she has to. And so the other current release will be. You mentioned a song on the 30th, on 30th of August.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be Love Me Two Times. But that's the Box Eternal, which is my EDM product.
Okay.
So, and look at We All Die Young, Box Eternal.
I'm gonna have to check immediately.
Yeah,
and what about? I mean, there's still some thought of doing, but maybe in the future, some live, or you come back to even some album with the inedit.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, we're gonna keep making music. We're gonna keep doing the EDM stuff. Absolutely. This is the second single. We're gonna do absolutely, because we have 14 songs, and I have other songs for Steelheart. So it is. This is what I do. And there's other talks about other really fun stuff. There's another project I'm also working on, which is a top secret, but it is really exciting. I'll fill you in as it builds, but it's really something another really special too. So yeah, man, it's never ending. My only thing I can say is the love and support from the fans is what keeps me going. I only, considering the way the music business is, I just hope I don't go broke for all this stuff. But it's, what do you call it? It is, this is a life journey, and it has been, wow, has it been an ass kicking to love making to
you are
unbelievable. And it is, guys, it's like, live it. Love it. Yeah. Enjoy.
Like I mentioned, you're here because we still need your gift. So we have you to share your gift with us, because we need to go through breakups, ups, and all the journey life. So we need your music. Yeah. I need your music. So I'm
All right.
like you really, I'm really pleased and I'm really thankful to had the chance to interview you today because I really appreciate that. I know that it's not an easy moment because you're still to working on it. So that's really thank you. I really have to say thank you to you for that. And I'm still kind of shaking because as always, you're my, like my favorite singer of all the time. So of course, like interviewing my hero. So it's not easy. So I have to be professional and not to be like yelling like, oh my God.
Great.
But instead of me, I'm like, yeah, because I have like all your vinyl over there. So yeah.
Listen to the EDM. You're gonna be really surprised.
I'm gonna check it now. As soon as we see. So I wish all the best, Miljenko. Really, I wish all the best to you, to your daughter, especially your health, and to come back to the stage as soon as possible. And but mainly take all the time we need because we, as a Steelheart family, we never will go away. So
well, thank you.
Thank you so much, Miljenko, and have a good day.
You too. Bye bye.
Bye.
You're the reason I live again. You gave me shelter when I needed a friend. I fell in